Hey everybody, this video is going to be about 3 of my favorite quotes. 2 of the quotes are from Malcolm X, and another quote is from Elijah Muhammad, who said this to Malcolm X. Maybe one thing that Elijah Muhammad said that, makes sense, and also wasn't like contradicting, because a lot of things that Muhammad said was contradicting. But this one thing that he said is not contradicting. But let's begin. My first quote, favorite quote, this is number 1, is, "Why am I as I am? To understand that of any person, his whole life, from birth, must be reviewed. All of our experiences fuse into our personality. Everything that happened to us is an ingredient." Now this is my favorite quote because it is 100% true. Malcolm X did not say anything that was not true, and this quote in particular has a big amount of truth in it. The whole thing is true, and it's not just him saying it, like he said it, but I've read other books like The Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield that has confirmed this, that says that basically if we can review our past experiences from birth to now, we can realize why we are who we are right now, and what we do right now will basically turn into who we are in the future. So if you think about it, and you think about all the things you've done since you were born, who your parents are, how your parents act, how they treated you, the people that you spent the most time around, all of them were an ingredient to your personality. So people that are tools, if they've been set up their whole life to be a tool, basically from childhood to now. And creative people have always been creative, but also I just find the quote really interesting, and it's just really a true, awesome quote, and I'm not really sure how to explain it better. So I'm going to move on to the second quote that Malcolm X said that I really enjoy. The quote is, "The ability to read awoke inside me some long dormant craving to be mentally alive." And dormant means inactive. So the ability to read awake inside me some long inactive craving to be mentally alive is basically what he's saying. And I 100% agree, because basically I'm a senior in high school, and my first 2 years in high school I skipped class, I didn't read, I didn't care about school. But starting junior and senior year, which is this year for me, I started reading books, and it really does awake you mentally. It really does expand your mind, and it makes you have a craving to read more and get more knowledge. And it's really hard to start, especially when you've been inactive for so long. I mean, you can be inactive for 30 years, and when you start, it could be the hardest thing, but you will get through it, and then you will realize that, hey, this is actually really, really cool, and I want to continue reading and get knowledge, because things connect, and you start realizing things connect, and it's just really cool solving mysteries. And I'm not Blue's Clues or Scooby-Doo, but those were some of my favorite shows growing up, and now I'm in the mysteries, so I mean there's a connection there. Shows that you watch, certain type of shows is an ingredient to who you are and your interests. So the last quote I'm going to say is a quote that Elijah Muhammad said to Malcolm X that is really, really deep and meaningful. And the quote is, "Don't condemn if you see a person who has a dirty glass of water. Just show them the clean glass of water that you have. When they inspect it, you won't have to say that yours is better." So basically, people need to stop condemning people who are not the same as them and who they look under. Because if you go through public school, or school in general, that's what kids do. Kids basically just hang out with a certain group of people, and they ostracize others for biased reasons. Basically for social status, to appear better than they really are, looking down on people, which is not right, which is not a good thing to do at all. And it's really, really upsetting when people do that. Like, I don't like it when people look down on people, because you really shouldn't look down on people. And if you're wondering why I'm looking down right now, I'm looking for a new song new background song for the end of this video. The first song was by Hobson. It's called "What's My Purpose." Thought it'd be a good song for this video. Thought it'd be good for it. So just gonna type in a new one before I continue. It's another song from Hobson, but it's called, what's it called? I Want My Money Back. I think so. Want my money back. Want my money. No, I'm fine. I want my money back. I want. And now I'm gonna play this song because it has a really catchy beat. Money. Okay, I'm just gonna type that in, see if it shows up. Hopefully it shows up. Let's go. Come on, give me that money. Okay, so it's called "Give Me That Money" from Hobson. Really good beat. Like, just wait. See? Makes me like feel like I'm going back in the future to like the 80s, and I'm on like roller skates. Honestly, it feels like I'm in like a disco, like roller skating disco. No, it's just a good beat. But anyways, let me continue. So, don't condemn. If you see a person has a dirty glass of water, just show them the clean glass of water that you have. When they inspect it, you won't have to say that yours is better, because we are all human beings. Okay? We all are. And condemning people is not, like, the right thing to do. And it doesn't help society. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help the other person. Basically, it's just being an individualistic, selfish person who doesn't give a shit about other people. And you can say that you give a shit about people, but you know, in reality, you're not doing shit. You're just talking. You're not doing things. So whatever. But people think they're better, and really, I mean, just because someone says that you're like better at something than someone else doesn't mean that, you know, you take that and be like, oh shit, like, I'm so cool and so better at stuff and stuff like that. And then when someone messes up or fails at something, you're like, oh well, they don't know how to do that. I mean, that's what you do. And they don't realize that the other person probably doesn't have the background the other person does on the information and doesn't understand it fully. But people are now afraid to learn new stuff and get involved in new stuff because of people being hypocritical and being just harassing them, I guess. I guess harassment is a big issue nowadays, and it really shouldn't be, but it is, unfortunately, and it's because of people's weak morals and weak minds, and yeah. But yeah, those are 3 of my favorite quotes. I'm a big fan of Malcolm X, big fan, because he is an extremely intelligent man, and he has been through so much stuff. He knows everyone. I mean, he knows from the bottom of the ghetto to like the high riches. He just, I mean, it's unfortunate that his life was taken away from him, because I think he really could have given this world more good and more righteousness, and it definitely needs that. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but I mean, I guess a good do die young for some reason, which is kind of weird, you know. What is that leading up to? Kind of wonder, but nothing you can do about it now. It's been 30 years, over 30 years, it's been like 40 years, almost, more like 36, but whatever. And yeah, I mean, whoever watches this, I hope that, you know, you take the information and you understand it. You're not like, oh, well, that may be right, but you know, this is actually the real. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I mean, I'm sure some people are gonna be skeptical about this. But if you disagree with what the quotes and disagree that they're good quotes, please tell me, like, comment and tell me why you think they're bad quotes. Or if you'd like to add to this and maybe I missed some information, or there's some useful information that I don't know, I would love to. If you guys want to recommend like a good book, like a really good non-fiction history mystery book, or just a good book in general, let me know. So yeah, thank you very much for taking the time watching this, and I will smell y'all later. Okay, go away.